it should always be a pleasure to know somebody, right? No, it's not. It's not always a pleasure to know somebody. We all know that, but some people that we know are meant to please something for us, like a fulfillment, something beneficial, something educative, something that you grow from, okay? A lesson they teach you. Now, you are watching something that I actually just started a week ago, but I'm just gonna act like I've been doing this my whole life because I believe purpose is something you are. Purpose is something you do. It fits you. It's you. You are supposed to do it. And most people are being trained their whole life, and they never stop training to be the purpose, to be in their purpose. So, my name is Red River. hmm Everything about me is red, the inside out. But I'm also the Galactic Activator, which is the account that you are watching me from. And you are watching your loved war reading today. Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle some love on your screen. I want you to feel loved. I want you to feel like a warrior who has survived a war because every day is a fight. Every day we are meant to survive a battle that was either put on your plate or never supposed to be on your plate. It's just what it is. I'm going to share my experience through my life lessons that I know. Like, I know how God wants to love us. I know how God wants us to love each other. And if we are battling love in fear and with pain, it's going to be complicated to love and to keep loving. So, everything that I will say during this video, during this Love War reading, is a collective thing. So, it's general. It is something that all eyes are supposed to resonate with because it is to that frequency where it is meant for all. Anybody can see this video and feel a resonance with this. Now, I'm also going to put bits in the reading that are very specific for maybe even just one person, okay? But it can be a million who need that. So it is going to be specific in certain parts, but not all the parts, okay? I also have my amethyst microphone, which literally works like a microphone. When I hold it, it just works like an ancient bridge to all everything. And I have my Palo Santo that we will burn in betweens because I am not just a translator of the Galactic Federation. I earned that, okay? I was trained to be this. I was trained to have a voice that is, well, controlled, I would say, and guided by the Galactic Federation, which is a very big thing, okay? Even though I say that myself, it is a very big thing. It should be considered a big thing because they sent me, they created me actually to be a translator of them. And that's not just me in the spirit, it's also me physical. It's physically that I translate, it's physically that I create. Okay, not just with voice, it's also in a lot of other creative ways, which I'm going to let you discover yourself. Okay, we're gonna start with actually the other one, with this one. This is a mystical shaman pocket oracle deck, and I love it. It's giving me the translation that I need to give. That makes sense for somebody. I am giving you the translation you need because it is exactly what you need. I'm going to keep some cards out of the deck. Okay, these are 7 cards because I'm going to use them to shoot. Like, I'm going to shoot um, myself with these cards. So, yeah, I want to use them for the photo shoot. So, yeah, I'm not going to use them for you. But they are like inside of all of us, because if one person walks in the light with a certain energy, we all walk in that energy, not because we breathe the same air only, but really because all minds are connected like one big spider web. So if I think something, you can think the same thing, not because you thought the same thing, but because I thought it. And it's also possible that light can make us all think the same thing. That can be scary for some. If you know how to read the energy properly, you can understand the energy more easily and more properly. Okay, so let's see what today in our loved war reading is meant to be shared. It's only meant to be. Everything in my life is meant to be. Some things in my life that were not meant to be had turned on some way and made it fit anyway. So whatever I did in that reality was meant to be. Whatever others did in my reality was definitely not always meant to be. For sure not. Okay. For sure not. So maybe that is something that you had to know about your own life. Maybe you do feel like you are a very protected soul in the spiritual realms and in your physical world, that you are protected somehow from harm or just toxic people. Then then you might understand that some things in your life were not meant to be. Like, some things people did were not on your calendar. Like, it was not on your purpose agenda, full of purpose. Number 51, the staff. I think this is like an insect. You don't see it well, but it looks like a cocoon or something. And then this staff looks like DNA. And then, of course, the reindeer. It has horns. I don't know if it's a reindeer, but it has a blue diamond or a gem on the third eye. But it's a skull, so it also has a really tiny little moon jewelry right there. Wait, let me just sharpen. Anyways, it's right here. I'm gonna read this card and then I'm gonna channel further. 51. The staff. The essence. So these cards have like 3 parts: the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. The staff is the symbol of authority. It holds the power to temper extremes. The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle, and aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call plagues. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. I felt called to go live again or to record again. Today, the Loved War reading, which is something you can only feel inside. It is a deep sense of knowing that you're meant to serve some kind of light, to bring a certain light, to bring some kind of energy that only you can bring. And I just burped, so that's a confirmation for the both of us, okay? So when you feel called, you use your staff to be the magician, to create your world in every moment. But whatever you feel called to create is your purpose. Like whatever you feel called to say is your purpose. Whatever you feel called to do is your purpose. A conversation can be your purpose because it can lead you to, well, the rest of your life. The invitation. You know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities, and instinctively select the right path. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find that delicate balance between will and surrender. The medicine of this card. You are caught in the delicate balance between opposing forces, between masculine and feminine, between action and non action. Use this to your advantage, as there can be no day without night, no low without high, no wrong without right. This is the time to take corrective action, beginning with your beliefs about what needs to be fixed or repaired. Let destiny take its course, nudging it slightly along. Okay. I'm gonna let spirit flow through me, and I'm definitely not gonna read all cards because it's just a lot. And my thing is really just channeling it. So I do love this card. It really explains the purpose of creating. And like I said, not all things are meant to be. We want purposeful creations. So we want purposeful conversations. So all conversations you have are supposed to give you an instant confirmation, like a knowing that something had to take place, something had to be said or done, or somebody had to meet you or come across your face. Like, there are so many things we do in one day that we don't realize, like in the moment, why we do it, for what purpose it is, what the consequences are, like what the future brings out of that moment, out of that conversation. So I just want to hold my thought on purpose in this Love the War reading, because I do think it's very important to live in your purpose. My life I consider very meaningless if there would be no purpose. Because I wake up with purpose, I go to bed with purpose, I even sleep with purpose, and everything I do when I'm awake has a purpose. And this can be simple. It can be so simple. It can be taking a note. It can be calling somebody. It can be making a meal. It can be doing groceries. It can be contacting a person. It can be creating something, whatever, with my hands, with my mind, with another person. It can literally be anything. But the most important thing to remember is that purpose starts with intention from within. It already has a purpose, the purpose. So it already has intentions for not just for you, not just for your neighbor, not just for your family. It has a purpose for the whole universe. So the galactic, it has a purpose with intention. With that comes knowing. You know what it is. You can do it without knowing, but doesn't it make the purpose way more purposeful if you know? Like, if you know it all, if you actually know when, how, with who, if you actually know why. Because the why is something you can never forget. It's something you cannot escape. It's something that is a need. The why of your purpose is a need for people, for animals, for society, for workers, for places, for houses. I'm just gathering names right now, but it should be so clear as day. When you know your purpose, that you also know why. You know what you do it for. You know what is directing you. You know where you are directed to. Because you know why. You know it is needed. If it's not needed, it's probably not purposeful either. If it is not needed, like if nobody really needs it, if nobody needs it, why do you need it? If nobody really needs it, why do you need it? Water. I'm gonna flow like water in this Love the War reading. Because with the last one, I had a lot of these cards. But I'm gonna flow like water. Because, like, there are some things that I want to be have said. And I mean I mean my higher self, I mean my spirit, I mean my angels, my guides, my ancestors, my galactic team, which are all multidimensional beings of light. We came with a message, like we came with a purpose. We came here, all of us, to chat. You might not believe it by the way I'm sitting right now. And you would think like, oh, how can people even respect her sitting like that? Well, they make me sit like this. They can also do this. They can even do anything they want to anybody. But it just matters that I agree. I agree with sitting like this. I love sitting like however I want to sit. And I don't want other people to make my seat or my position a problem. Because I'm not a problem. I come with a lot of solutions. I have so many solutions for this planet. And it scares people how many people I can actually help and save. And I don't mean by thinking what love and war is, I mean by actually working with me for money to grow the planet in so many good ways. So I'm never going to act like I'm supposed to be hidden. I'm never going to act like people should never talk about me because I know that my name is very big. I know that my purpose is very big. I know that my mission is way bigger than I can even think of right now. But I know my purpose. I know who I am. And I want the same for everybody else, which is a problem because people have tried to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's not just the loved war readings, it's actually much more physical than camera. But if some of you know me, you have followed me for some time, so you know that I've been hiding for 3 years. And yeah, I haven't been hiding in real life or on social media, but there's been certain parts of me that I had to hide, which is the actual truth because I was being silenced. But that is just something I'm getting exposed of right now because I'm not hiding like I'm speaking. So people should have known this about me that whatever I hide is for a good cause, and whatever I show is for a good cause. So, yeah, there's something that I want to show you soon. Okay, not now. There's something I want to show you. There's something that Spirit gave me to do, which is showing and channeling, but also researching for all of you to the deepest and deepest and deepest parts are the spiritual laws. So the universal laws, they have been made, okay? They have been created. They have been there forever, like for a really long time, not forever. But there are certain rules we all gotta stick to because they are undeniable and they are facts. I like when rules are facts, like you have to see the logic in there, like you have to understand it. If you don't understand it, you don't understand shit. So so I've seen them years ago and I've studied them years ago, but I feel called to share that with you. Not right now. I'm just announcing that I'm going to make a video of that. So keep updated. subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't ever want to miss anything that I do. Put also your notifications on if you want to have a notification for your next video, because they are all very valuable, whatever you do on here. I try to not make them too long, and I don't want to talk too fast and also not too slow, and I also want to keep doing me. So if you like me, please like this video. If you don't like me, go away. That's what I'm going to do with water. I'm going to make all of you move accordingly. I'm going to make all of us so movable that everything we do is just hard to ignore. Like, hard to ignore the truth. Like, when you are in your purpose, nothing can stop you from doing your purpose. Because you are unbeatable, you are unstoppable, you are on your own timeline, so you are not on anybody else's timeline. So you're not out here fucking up other people's lives, and you're not out here doing the worst to other people. Let's get one more, please. Because if you are on your own timeline, there's nothing you need from other people. Only the purpose you share with them, which is oftentimes just staying in their life by being their best watcher and viewer, hunter. By being the best, okay? You can be in somebody's life for a very long time and learn a lot with them, through them, without them, just in their presence. You can actually see what other people do and how they live like. But it doesn't mean that you need to live like them. It doesn't mean that you need to think like them. It just means that somebody is real, somebody's truly themselves, living their purpose, and you cannot judge them. You cannot say anything bad about what they're doing unless you have like a higher judgment coming in. Okay, I truly honor my higher judgment. When I judge something, I feel spirit judging them. I don't judge people. I don't like to make assumptions beforehand before I know somebody. I just have irritations, but they're not many anymore. Like, I used to have them much more. So maybe you have the same thing, or maybe you are learning to judge people less by what they sound like, what they look like, what they do. Like, you don't have to agree with everybody, but you can accept people as they are, because we have differences. We will never talk the same. We will never think the same. So if somebody is showing up as their true self, you just cannot like jump on their spirit. Like, you have no remorse. Like, you cannot just jump on somebody's soul and insult them in the spirit realm, because you literally cut yourself. Like, you just cut yourself. You don't have any right to judge somebody, which is your own insecurity. There's no right for you, like, to judge. You have the right to judge when you get paid for to judge. You have the right to judge when you actually allowed your mind to silence and you had a spiritual judgment, which is from high honor. This is something you need to honor, because you own this energy, you own this reality, you own this vision. this judgment. If you judge something, you judge you. You judge the world. This is your world. So if you don't like your sister and what you sound like, look at yourself. See yourself through them. And if you judge somebody and it's not a reflection of your own insecurity, send them something positive, like send them something good, something you would wish for them. That makes the judgment, well, different, because you can judge somebody and complain. Okay, you can complain, and stay annoyed and irritated and mad even. Or you maybe find it so hilarious, but what you could do is getting your judgment higher, even higher, and call in something they could, something they can, something they can learn, something they could change. Because whatever you think, the other person can receive your thoughts or your light, your energy, your mind's judgment, or your light's judgment. They can feel this. So you can pray the best for them. You can pray for their betterment. You can pray for their glow up. You can pray for their highest salvation. Like, you can pray for their best, whatever the best is. Because if you're judging something in a negative way, it might not be the best. It might not be the highest. It might not be the lowest either, but maybe there's just a lot to learn. Maybe there's a lot to learn for all of us in here. Maybe there's a lot to learn for some of us in here. Test. Test. Are you working? Because you are present here. So if you are working, you might have some thing to do. Like, you have something important to do. You have something to do here. You came with a purpose. You came with a birth certificate that explains to you in this lifetime what you were meant to be doing. So you woke up here the first day that you were born in this lifetime with a vision, with a dream, with a wish that might not be fulfilled yet. Or you might be in the process, the fulfilling process. 3333 on the timer, as I said that. You might be in the process of it. You might already be doing it, but want to be better at what you're doing. This is purpose. And whenever you find this video, whenever you find me, you are meant to. You are meant to gain something in the connection with me. Because in the connection with me, you're never meant to lose something. Only if you are really meant to lose what you lost, like your wife or something, or your phone, or your laptop, or maybe you created a whole course and you lost it for some reason. Maybe you wrote a book and you lost it for some reason. Like, that would suck, but I'm sorry for you if somebody had to experience that. But maybe you had just bought like 33,000 on clothing and you just lost all your clothes. You just did. Well, I feel like there's purpose in losing something. So devil was on the bottom of the deck. Did I shuffle? I don't know. But let's start. What did we... Oh, that was weird. A card fell, and then when I wanted to grab the card, the other card came with my hand on it. Okay. 9 of Wands and 6 of Wands. Oh, I get it. I was talking about loss. Okay, so this one was laying there, and this one came with my hand like this. So it's about theft. Something you worked so hard for, and somebody just take it like that. I was really talking about losing something. When you have created something so magical in your life that you really deserve, like you really worked so hard to get this. You just spend half your life on this thing, and somebody just takes it. Somebody just destroys it. Somebody just steals it for their own benefit. None of that action was for your benefit. This is the contrast of the devil and the sun. Why did Spirit have to make me say it like that? The devil and the sun. Because like darkness is light too. But the devil shouldn't be sitting in the sun. The devil shouldn't be sitting in the sun because it does not deserve sunlight. It does not deserve to be protected like the children of the sun. It should be doing its own thing away from the sun. And the sun is metaphorical, so it's like the sun is nothing metaphorical about the sun. Actually, there's nothing that overpowers the sun. Only the devil. The devil can overpower what the sun created. The devil can take total control of a physical being, a spiritual being even. It's all connected. It's all connected. We have the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. You was there. Okay, wherever there was, you was there at a place where you were completely taken from your light. Your light was so taken from you that you had nothing to sit on. Like you had no light to sit on anymore. You just had the light in you. It was always there, but you were attacked. And you only could fight because you don't let something that is so unpurposeful let you down. You don't let anything down. You don't let anything keep you down, or you don't let anything make you feel like you are down, is what I should say. Because you know, whoever is watching this, whoever is reading this, whoever is a child of the sun, you know that nothing can truly, and I mean truly, keep you off the grid. Because at the end of the tunnel, wherever you are located, if you are put somewhere, whether you are meant to be there or not, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a purpose for you that you are always sensing wherever you are in the tunnel. It doesn't matter how dark the tunnel gets, because you can still feel, you can still sense, you can still know the right and the truth. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. These cards are the most giving cards. Listen, when you are in your purpose, just look at these cards. When you are in your purpose, you know exactly what you are meant to give. And you know exactly what you should give, what you can give, and what you could give. Because this is your destiny, this is your purpose, this is the only thing that you can truly commit to, because this comes from your inside. You are a giver when you are purposeful. If you are not purposeful, you just take and take and take and take and take, and you give the wrong things to the wrong people. This card also came out. Queen of Cups. When you are on your purpose, when you are on your true timeline, you can keep on giving. Like the Queen of Cups. When you are in the Queen of Cups energy, you can keep on doing and giving whatever it is that you are. Because you know this is what waits for you. You know this is the people that need your energy. You know exactly who the kind of people are that you need to give your purpose to. Or I should say, the people who you should give your energy to. Because that is something only you can give. So nobody can tell you which and who is the right person or not. Because you know all these people are right. All of them are right. Because they come on your path. And maybe not all those people have given you the right things because they were not on their purpose. But you still gave your energy. And that's why we can keep meeting people who can eat your energy, or they can feed your energy. They eat your energy, or they feed your energy. And it can both be good and bad, actually. But don't always listen to, like, when somebody talk about draining energy. I always want to think for myself, because draining somebody's energy, when you have a family issue, or when you have a fight with your brother, and you are talking about this with your best friend, you will never drain their energy, because they love you, and you know how to love them because you love each other, because you speak openly and you are honest, so your communication is top tier. You will never drain your best friend if you have healthy boundaries, if you can express what you need from each other, and when you need a break, like when you need space and when you want space. When somebody's not meant to be in your life, they can feel faster when you feel drained. But this does not make sense to all these relationships, okay? Because a lot of people just don't know how to handle you. A lot of people don't know how to be in your light. They just have never developed this kind of appreciation for people or light to not let it drain them. Because they can feel drained just because they don't know how to release the energy. Because nobody's just holding on to energy. Everybody breathes it out and in. Or I should say that everybody moves energy up and down. Because when you breathe in, your energy moves up. And when you breathe out, you can literally feel it moving down. So when you breathe up, everything goes up. And when you breathe down, everything breathes down. When you breathe in, the air goes up. It heats up. Heat, warmth goes up. And when you breathe out, you breathe down because the energy cools down. This information helps you a lot with meditating quicker or faster or better because you know where it moves to. Like you can control your breath better because when you breathe in, you can move it all to your crown chakra and your third eye and then drop it back down to your throat chakra, your truth. And then you drop all the energy in your red root chakra. This is your base. This is your foundation. This is your pool, literally your pool. You can swim in that energy forever. And you can swim in all of your energy forever, but you don't want that. Which is why we do root work, which is why we heal, which is why we need to release our traumas, because you don't want to swim in that pool full of trauma forever, right? You just want to be the Queen of Cups and flow in there. You want to flow in the water. And you want to be able to be ready for whatever your purpose is. And if something is holding you back, whatever that is, you cannot live your purpose. You cannot live your purpose. Because in that pool, imagine that pool. It's just your pool, okay? Everything you create in your life is that pool. So there's a, how do you say, um, there's a water, oh my God, help me God. I don't know the word. But anyways, the pool has to be filled up with water. And where the water comes out, that's what I meant, is always flowing. So there's always water going into your pool. Water is always flowing in your pool, which is the abundance of your life, which is the prosperity that God has bestowed upon you, the light that is infinite. If something in that pool is attacking you, is blocking you from moving forward, you cannot give and take care of all the others in the pool, because that water is being poisoned. It is being attacked. It is dirty. The pool is dirty, okay? That was wild. The high priestess. It for sure needs to be cleansed at all times, at all costs. Your pool is sacred. Your pool is special. Your pool is original and unique. Whatever is in that pool is supposed to be in there, even when you are going through pain and healing that trauma. It somehow chose you to heal it. It somehow chose to exist in your life. Hear what I say. To make you and grow you into the person that you are meant to be. With this pain, you gain knowledge. With this trauma, you gain strength. And whatever is in that pool, not just people are not meant to be there, but their behavior is not meant to be there. Their actions are not meant to be there. Their creations are not meant to be there. Because the creation is stopping you from moving forward. And we have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You know what's in the pool, okay? You know what's there. You know what you need to do. You know what you bring into the pool. Like, you know what you say. But, damn it. Jesus. I don't have a healthy body. I have a lot of health issues because I was hit by a car when I was 19 years old. So I have to keep moving. But this card came out and I wanted to come to say about these cards that whoever is putting in the effort to waste your time, to hide your knowledge, to keep important information from you, by not sharing the truth, by keeping secrets hidden from you. Whoever does that, okay, is a curse in your life. Whoever does that has no good intentions for you. Whoever does that is ill and they are sick. And whatever they do with that sickness, they can make a lot of other people sick too. But by just being in your life, they are making you sick as well. And the universe, well, God and the sun, like the whole galactic, does not want to see, well, their blessed, favored, highly favored children of the universe seeing sick. So what do? They just make them better. They just heal them. They just make them grow and let them see the truth. But that doesn't make them sick too. That doesn't make them toxic too. Actually, it makes them better. It makes them more healed people. It makes them more aware. It makes them stronger than the others who are trying to keep the information, or just the ones who are harming, well, the whole planet. And if you harm a planet, you do harm the whole universe. Maybe you are not affected by it, but we're all affected by it. So if you choose to keep important information hidden because you are afraid, scared, mad, upset, or just very ignorant, the universe is annoyed by you. They see what you do. They see everything that you do. They know what you say and they know what you think. So they're just watching you and laughing, probably. Because they know exactly that you should talk or that you should do something with the information. And maybe that information is just feeling the truth, like admitting you are guilty or admitting that you do desire something or admitting that you do want something. Because ignoring your own desire, your own knowing, ignoring your own inner voice, that is blocking your own purpose. That is blocking your blessing. That is walking away from your purpose because you're not listening, because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because you choose to stay in the dark. Six of Cups. I was right. You choose to stay in the dark, okay? With the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, you literally choose to stay there. But you need to balance out, okay? You need to balance out the truth. Because if you don't, I don't know what card this is, but I'm gonna look it up. Give me a sec, darling. Oh, this is the Tower. This is the Tower card, but it's the most beautiful Tower card I've ever seen. Wow. Okay, there was a really important message here that I really want to get out. Because I don't want to make these videos longer than 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it might take 15 more minutes, but that's my max. Like I don't want to go longer than that because I feel like people don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. But you can watch it and pause and keep going after you are ready to keep going. Like you can continue when you were feeling it. You don't have to watch it all at once. But there was something here, okay? You choose to stay in the dark. Maybe not you, okay? Maybe somebody you know. They choose, I'm gonna say you or they, but it can be you or they, okay? So switch it where it needs to be switched up and just feel whatever you feel. Because I might say something that make you think of a person in fear, but you should think of that person of, oh, I'm aware of this fear. It's not them. It's the other people. And actually, it can also. I have this often that I think of somebody first, but that person activates it in me. I'm supposed to love that person, not hate that person. So my spirits activate something in me with that person, but then instantly moves to the other person who I'm supposed to like see in the true light and like be aware of something. So I hope you understood that. Like maybe you think bad about a person that is supposed to be in your life forever. So you shouldn't be think bad about that person, but know that they use this person to heal a part inside of yourself. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, so they can be staying in the dark or you because it was chosen or not. It was chosen or not, which means it is being guided and supported or not. Or not. It cannot always be supported when you try to stay in the dark because your ancestors do put you in a dark night of the soul to really feel why you are feeling suppressed because you are depressing your things, whatever your things are suppressed by. Okay? And this is your tower. This is your tower. This is where you build from. This is where you grow from. This is where you learn and educate from. So you can grow stronger, better, intelligenter. Okay? You can just be a better person when you wake up. The whole purpose of the dark night of the soul is to make you to make you a little baby so you can see your adult self who is matured. And when you wake up the next day, you are that matured self. You're healed. You've learned. You've grown out of it. But a lot of people want to stay there. Why? Because they don't learn. They just see things as they are, but they don't see the strength that could be in them or that could live in the other person or other people. Because they don't see that, which is taking everything from you to be here, to be loved, to be giving, to be a curious child who is always learning and studying. Because you choose or they choose to stay like in their pride, but I'm here, but I'm hurt, but I have so much pain, but this person did this and that person did that, and I'm just like here, I'm doing this and they are doing that, and everything sucks and you suck and I just want to walk away, but I don't know how to walk away because I know I should actually face it. I know I should actually take care of myself in this hermit mode and fight for my life. 1333 on the timer. Because you might not know how to fight. And that's okay. They might they might not know how to fight. And that's okay. But you can learn how to fight. Learn how to fight. Learn how to fight. I want you to learn how to fight. Okay, what can I give you for advice today to learn how to fight? Always breathe. Before you say something, always breathe. Like get your breathing in order. Know where you breathe from. If you breathe low, you are grounded. If you breathe higher, you are more enthusiastic. Like when you breathe from the heart space or the throat, you are more enthusiastic and more hyper. And when you breathe down, you're more grounded and secure. You are more like in your body. You are more aware of like, okay, this and this and that. You are more in the moment. You are more present. So you can enjoy your own presence more because you breathe well. If you don't breathe well, you are all over in the breath and the energy. You don't want to be that. So you first need to get your breathing in order. Second, meditate. When you meditate, you actually get to educate yourself with your own breath. Like you get to get instructions from yourself. And I mean, like, you actually get to receive your inner guidance, your higher self's direction. So your higher self's gonna say, girl, I wanna eat this today, or dude, I wanna eat like some meat today. Like your higher self is gonna tell you what you want, it's gonna tell you what you need, it's gonna tell you what you wanna look like, it's gonna tell you what you wanna sound like. Your higher self is gonna tell you what you need to think, what you should think, what you need to think about. Your higher self is going to show you everything you need to see. Your higher self is actually going to be with you all the time because it sees your future. Your higher self is timeless, so your higher self is from the future. It is in connection to all things that is timeless and spaceless. Your higher self is spaceless and timeless, so it can be anywhere, wherever you are not, because it already knows what you need, want, but most importantly, it knows what you are. It knows everything about you. It has no secrets for you. What it does love to do sometimes is keeping a secret from you until you were meant to find out, until you were meant to know about it, okay? Okay. This one was already on the floor, but I didn't see it until now. The Knight of Pentacles. It stands with a lot of pride. The horse, but also the knight. Look how he's standing on the cliff, jumping to a new location. And he has the protective, what are they called? The thing they protect, okay? The leg protectors. So I feel like you are very, very protected. Because you're watching this video, you are definitely protected. If you would not be protected in any spiritual realm, you would never find this video because you would not be deserving of this video. Simple. But what cards came out? The Ace of Cups. You are deserving. And the Four of Wands is the Twin Flame card, but also celebration. The Eight of Wands. Something is coming in very soon. Was this? Did this came out already, or was it already here? The Knight of Wands. It was already here. I don't know. I didn't really. I think it just came out. I don't know, guys. I'm confused. Anyways, we also have the King of Wands. Okay, let me just read them and decenter myself. I just feel like I should laugh at you. Like I should not laugh like to at you, like making fun of you, but I just want to share how proud, how much pride I feel at this moment. Like, oh, these cards are very, very prideful. So you are definitely supposed to feel proud of yourself because you are meant to, like, you are meant to feel this pride for just being who you, for just being who you are. Look at how prideful these cards. And I feel like this message is not going to resonate with all of you because this is going to give a certain personal touch to your inner knowing, okay? Whatever you did to see this video, whatever you did to find me, whatever you had to do to come to this point in your life, you definitely have worked hard to get out of a struggle. You worked really hard to get out of something. And I just feel called to share that your ancestors see this and your spirit guides are very, very proud of your growth. And they see where you're going, so they want you to keep going. They see what you are chasing. They see what you're meant to do. Okay? They know your purpose. They would never let you down on being there for you. They would never let you struggle alone because they are always with you. Your higher self is always on your side, hunting your treasures for you. I said that. Your higher self is always hunting your treasures with you. Why? Because you don't know them. You don't know them. You have never figured them out. You've never seen it on a paper, okay? Your higher self knows what you are, what you want, what you need, what you say, what you think, what you do, what you smell like, what you look like. They know what you need. So let them guide you in every step of your purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Will you be on your angel's timeline? Or will you be on the devil's timeline? Because I don't think we have time. I don't think we have time for that. To see you suffer. And look, no, I'm not going to show you, but all the cards were like so put straight and beautiful. And all the devilish cards, like all the sad cards, all the disturbing cards, I just hid there because it doesn't really matter anymore. It truly doesn't matter. It matters that you celebrate. It matters that you allow your emotions, okay, to be felt. Stop being this King of Wands in the reverse. Like, stop being ignorant of your feelings when you are supposed to feel what you're supposed to feel. And you're not growing out of that pool if you did not felt all of your beautiful emotions yet. Because if you love something, like if you truly love something, you are passionate about it and you want to create something with that. And if you can't, something is stopping you, something is blocking you, and it needs to go. It needs to go. Because it cannot go with you. It cannot go with you. Because you are the person who has to allow yourself to admit that you are done, because you simply cannot keep going like this, because you have to release it. You have to let go, because nothing else can come through in your life, because the pool is blocked. The pool is too full to swim in all by yourself, because it has all been taken. And I'm going to end this here, because this is the time where you start thinking for yourself and stop letting other people, or me in this case, tell you what's up. Because you know what's up. You know what's up. And if you don't know what's up, your higher self knows what's up. And if your higher self knows what's up, which it always does, your higher self overhears information and conversations you don't even know or hear. Your higher self has been in rooms that you have not been yesterday, okay? Your higher self can actually see and know all the harming things being done to you, so you don't have to. And it can actually tell you all the truth. So, if you want to know the truth, you can get a personal session with me or a reading. I don't know. I'm only going to do readings if people are interested, because it's been on my website for a year and nobody wanted a reading with me. But instead of that, I just put on a lot of other energy work that we can do together, instead of just me reading your energy, me being there for you alone. I want to be there for more people, and not just you or me. So, no hard feelings, but all the other sessions that I offer are actually a collaboration. So you have to give me permission to work with you. That's fun, right? You can actually choose yourself to work with me. You can actually have an intention beforehand to work with me, because this is purpose. You would never have any session with me if you were not meant to. And if you still try to, you are gonna get something, okay? Something like if you are working with somebody without it meant to be, you are getting a very ugly, dirty, haunted, bad karma, because you chose to put in effort into something that's not you. Maybe you've been paid, and that's why you do it. I don't know about that karma, but so maybe you've not been paid. Maybe you were just curious. Maybe you were genuinely curious and you just wanted to try it out. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no bad karma for that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is welcome and open to try new things. But the other two things I said, I wish you the best. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Red is out. Mwah. I'll see you when you are around.